So welcome to our class. As Uncle Michael said, my name is Matthew, and so you can call me Matt, Matthew, our teacher Matt. That's okay. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning English. Okay, so we're going to be particularly working. There's a variety of things that we're going to be learning together, but most importantly, so that your moms and dads know, we're going to be helping you with your reading, your writing, your speaking, and your grammar. So that's what we're going to be learning every class. Every class, we're going to help you to read better, to speak better, to write better, and to improve in your English. Okay, so that's how our class is going to work. We're going to have a story that we will read, and then we're going to learn some new vocabulary, so new words, and then we're going to learn some grammar, and then finally we're going to work on our writing. So that's how each of our classes are going. But first of all, I would like to know who you are. So Kevin, can you tell us your name, where you live, and how old you are?
My name is just Kevin, and I live in Shenzhen.
How old are you, Kevin?
And I am 8 years old.
Wow, what's your favorite thing to do?
I like to play video games.
Oh, what kind of video games do you like to play? Minecraft or PUBG or what do you like?
I don't know.
What kind of video games? Like, is it like a shooting game? Or is it like...
fighting game.
Oh, fighting games. Okay, great, Kevin. Well, it's nice to meet you, Kevin. That's awesome. Yeah, way to go. Thank you, Kevin. Leo, can you tell us your name, where you're from, how old you are, and what's your favorite thing to do? You have to put your mute. Don't forget your mute. You're on mute right now. So if you can turn your mic on. There we go.
I'm Leo. I'm from Hangzhou. I'm 8 years old. My favorite thing to play is football.
Football? Awesome. Now, do you like to kick the ball or do you like to stop and catch the ball?
Yeah.
You like to kick it? Yeah, that's awesome. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Leo. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for introducing yourself. Owen, can you let us know who you are, how old you are, and where do you live? And what do you like to do?
My name is Owen. I am 7 years old, and I'm from Markham, and my favorite thing to do is literacy.
Is what?
Literacy.
Literacy, what's that?
Reading.
Oh, literacy. Oh, you like to write. Do you like to write stories or songs or poems? Like, what do you like to write, Owen?
I like to write about journals.
Oh, you're very cool. And you're in Markham, Ontario? Yeah, you're one of the Canadians here. That's great. Thank you, Owen. Jaden, can you also introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are?
My name is Jaden. I live in Shanghai. I am 8 years old.
Oh, yes. And what do you like to do, Jaden?
I like playing football.
Oh, you like playing football like Leo. Do you like to kick the ball or do you like to save the ball like a goalie?
I like to kick the ball and score goals.
Goals. Yes, you got to score lots of goals, Jaden. That's right. Okay, thank you.
I am good at swimming.
Oh, you like to swim too?
Yes.
Can you like hold your breath and then go underneath the water? How long have you been swimming, Jaden? Like this? Oh, you like to swim like this?
I like a breaststroke. I like breaststroke and freestyle.
Oh, breaststroke and the freestyle. That's great. What about the backstroke? Do you like to do the backstroke, going backwards like this? No backstroke. Okay, thank you, Jaden. It's nice to meet you. Very good. Okay, we have I thought it was Ava, but did you change your name to Yel? Is your name Yel? Y-E-L? What happened with your name? I thought it was Ava. I think they're gonna. Eva. Eva, can you introduce yourself, Eva, and tell us a little bit about who you are? Can you tell everybody your name, where you're from, how old you are, and what you like to do for fun?
My name is Ava. I'm from Beijing. I am 7 years old.
What do you like?
I like to draw.
You like to draw? Did you know that teacher Matt loves to draw? What do you like to draw?
画什么样的？
What do you like to draw?
Girl,
Princess?
Do you like to draw like pictures of like superheroes, or do you like to draw pictures of fairy tales or princesses, or what do you like to draw?
girls,
Pardon?
Girls，大声一点。
girls.
Girls, you like to draw girls? I like to draw superheroes. That's my favorite thing to draw. Like, I like to draw like Batman, like a superhero. I always like to draw. Like, so I love to draw too. Ava, do you like to like draw with color, or do you like to just draw with pencils?
Pencils.
Pencils, okay. Very good. Well, it's nice to meet you, Ava. Very well done. Thank you. Yale, can you introduce yourself to everybody? Tell us who you are, how old you are, where you're from, what do you like to do, Yale? Don't forget to turn your mic on. We can't hear you, Yale, so you have to turn your mic on.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Yale. I'm 12 years old. I like watching TV and studying Chinese.
Ooh, where do you live, Yale?
I'm living in Hangzhou too.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What do you like to watch on TV? Like what kind of TV shows?
I like watching 007.
You like James Bond? Oh, I love James Bond. 007. He's so cool. I really like him. So awesome. Well, it's nice to meet you, Yale. Very good. Thank you. Awesome. Rex, can you tell us your name, who you are, what you like to do? Where are you from?
My name is Rex. I'm 9 years old. I'm from Toronto, and my favorite thing to do is go to Wonderland.
You love to go to Canada's Wonderland?
Yeah.
What's your favorite ride in Canada's Wonderland?
Vortex and Wild Beast.
Oh, why do you like the Wild Beast so much? That's such a cool ride. Why do you like it?
I don't know.
Is it scary, or is it fast? Is it fun? Like, what makes it so exciting?
That's scary for me.
Oh, not scared for you. You don't care about scared. Yeah, I'm not scared of nothing. Is that it? Is there a ride that is very scary, do you think, at Canada's Wonderland?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's great. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Rex. Thank you very much for introducing yourself. Sebastian, can you let us know who you are, where you're from, what you like to do?
My name is Sebastian. I live in Canada, Toronto. Ontario. I also like to draw. I like to draw animals.
Nice.
And I sometimes like to draw Venom. I can show you
Oh.
a picture.
Can you have a picture of Venom? Oh, I think I have a picture of. Then can I see your picture of Venom?
Yeah. I draw a lot of realistic stuff.
I have a picture of Spider-Man.
This
Oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome picture.
Carnage. This is Carnage.
Oh, that's Carnage?
Yep.
Oh, that's really, really good. Here's my picture of Spider-Man.
Nice.
Oh, it's awesome. You're really good at drawing. I had a picture of Venom, but I don't know which book it's in. But your picture of Venom is so cool. And Carnage is awesome.
I can draw a realistic spider, but I just lost it because I drew it like a long time ago. I can't find it.
You can't find, wow.
My favorite sports are basketball and soccer. They're fun.
Who's your favorite team in basketball?
Oh, Raptors. That's part of the team.
Toronto Raptors?
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, that is support.
Beat the NBA's.
Yes, that's right. They won the NBA championship, and Kawhi Leonard was there. That was pretty amazing. The first time in NBA history for the Canadian team to win. So that was awesome. Thank you, Sebastian. Awesome pictures. Keep drawing. I love to draw, and I love your art. That's wonderful. Stephen, can you tell us who you are, your name, where you're from, what do you like to do, how old you are?
Yes. My name is Steven. I'm 7 years old. I like play soccer ball.
You like to play soccer?
Yes.
Where do you live, Stephen?
Soccer. Yes. My soccer is bag of soccer.
Okay. Do you live in China?
Yeah, I live in Beijing and Paris.
Oh, okay. Very cool, Stephen. That's awesome. So you love to play soccer? Is that your favorite sport? Awesome. Well, it's nice to meet you, Stephen. Thank you very much for introducing yourself. So we have, I can see Steve. I believe Steve is there. Steve, can you tell us your name, where you're from, how old you are, and what do you like to do for fun? Steve? Oh, I think we lost Steve. Maybe the internet came out. We do have a Nick. I don't know if Nick is part of our class. We don't have a camera on Nick. I'm not sure if Nick is part of our team or part of our class. So Nick, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, how old you are? We'd love to learn a little bit about you, Nick.
I'm Nick. I'm from China, city is Changzhou.
Nice. How old are you, Nick?
I'm 12 years old.
Great. What's your favorite thing to do when you're not at school?
Play badminton.
Badminton. Why do you like badminton, Nick?
It's fun.
Why is it fun? Like, do you like it because you get to run a lot, or do you like it because you win?
Yes.
Yes, what? Yes.
It's fast.
It's fast. Okay, that's great. So do you play with your friends? Do you play with your mom or dad, or your uncle or aunt or grandpa or grandma? Like, who do you play badminton with?
Friends.
Friends. Okay, that's great. That's great. What are you going to do today, Nick? Anything special? Anything fun?
No.
No? Do you have a lot of homework to do?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Lots of homework for lots of students. So thank you very much, Nick. That was nice to meet you. Very well done. And so welcome, guys. That's just an opportunity for everybody to learn each other's names, so that I can learn a little bit about who you are, where you're from, how old you are, what you like to do. So in our class, our goal, obviously, is to learn English, but we want to have fun. Okay, so don't worry. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to read some stories, learn some words, practice some grammar, and then continue to improve in our writing. But we're going to laugh. We're going to make jokes. We're going to make faces. We're just going to have a lot of fun. Okay, it's going to be silly, but it's good. That's how we learn. Okay, so we don't always we don't always have to be so angry all the time. Okay, so we're gonna have some chances for everybody to read. So 2 things. When somebody is talking, we do not want to talk over them. For example, if I had Leo to read, I don't want somebody else trying to read or talk over Leo because he is participating in class. Also, we can use our, let me see here. Also use our raise our hand, okay, like this, okay? So if I ask who would like to read, we can do our real hand, like this, or we can use our virtual hand, like my little yellow one, okay? Yeah, there you go, Rex. There you go, Kevin, Leo. Yeah, so we can do either our real hand or we can use our virtual hand, the little yellow guy that's in my corner, okay? So I'm going to be asking questions and I'm going to be getting your help to learn, okay? And so we can use our virtual hand or our real hand. So our first story of our class today is going to be about New France, the beginning of Canada. We're going to learn about Canada today. So for those who live in Canada right now, this is going to be about the history of Canada. For those who do not live in Canada, you're going to learn something new. Okay, so who would like to read our first paragraph? So a raise of a hand. So Rex, would you like to read our first paragraph, please?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. After the miserable winter of 1535 to 25 of Cartier's men had died. Cartier prepared to leave in spring. He wanted to convince the king of France to support him in the search of the rich the rich kingdom of the Saguenay. He kidnapped Donnacona, the Indian chef, to use as evidence to the king that his wealthy kingdom existed.
Very good, Rex. Good job. Thank you very much. Some big words there, right? There's a couple of words that are just a little crazy. There's some of the names there, but you did a very good job, Rex. Very, very, very well done. So what we want to do is we're going to learn some of the words that were in our story so that we make sure that we understand. First of all, our first word that we're going to look at is miserable. Can anybody tell me what the word miserable means? What does it mean? The word miserable. Any idea? Owen?
Very tired.
It could be very tired, but let's think about miserable winter. Do you think that we would say that the winter is very tired? Maybe not. Now, sometimes we might say that I'm miserable, and it could mean that maybe part of me is tired. But here we're talking about winter. So miserable winter. Can we think of another synonym or another word that means the same as miserable? Sebastian?
Maybe very cold.
Okay, that could be part of it. Okay, so part of it could be cold. Okay, now the word miserable doesn't mean exactly cold, but if we were going to talk about a miserable winter, maybe part of that winter would be cold. Okay, so you're getting there. Anyone else, Rex?
After the terrible winter.
There we go. Yeah, so another word that we could use is terrible or awful or horrible, disgusting. So very good, Rex. Yes. So miserable is another word for like terrible or awful. Now, the reason why we could say that winter could be terrible, one could be that it's very cold. Okay. So that could be part of the reason why it is miserable or terrible. Or maybe there's a lot of snow or hail or freezing rain or a lot of wind, and that could make it miserable or terrible. Those are reasons, but that doesn't mean that it means the word miserable. So miserable is like terrible, awful, disgusting. Very good. Now, our next word, prepared. So Cartier prepared to leave in spring. What does prepared mean? Yale?
Hello.
Hello, Yale. What does prepared mean?
I think it's ready.
Yes, that's right. So getting ready or being ready. Very good. Yes, great job. Great job. Yeah. Okay, so yes, prepared means to be ready or to get ready. And so he was getting ready to leave in the spring. And so that's why we have the word prepared. Very good. Okay. Now the last thing we want to learn is existed. Okay, so to use as evidence, the king, that is, this wealthy kingdom existed. Does anybody know what the word existed means? Rex?
Means survived.
Survived, yeah, that's definitely part of it. Survived, or just being alive or being there. Okay, so we may not be able to say that a kingdom is alive, like we are alive, but existed means that it was there. It was a part of time, history. It survived. Yeah, very good, Rex. Wonderful. Okay, so we're at a point that there's Cartier, okay, and he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave France. He was prepared to leave in the spring. And so let's see what Cartier is able to find. Okay, so we have our next paragraph. Who would like to read our next paragraph for us? Jaden, did you want to read that paragraph?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, great.
我会看见。In 1541, Cartier set sail again with 5 ships and 1,000 settlers. He established a settlement at present-day Quebec City. From there, he tried to find the kingdom of the
Saguenay.
Saguenay. He was doomed to failure because no kingdom existed. Once again, a harsh winter brought hardship and illness. Worse still, Cartier was attacked by natives. In spring, Cartier abandoned the settlement. He brought back quartz and iron pirates, minerals that he thought were valuable, also known as fool's gold. These minerals were worthless.
Okay, very good, very good. Before we learn all of these words, I like to learn this word because it's tricky. Can anybody tell me what does it mean by fool's gold? Because it says that also known as fool's gold, these minerals were worthless. Anybody have an idea what do we mean by fool's gold? Leo?
Not use gold?
Yeah, so like not real gold. So let's imagine we have two things, okay, that look very much the same, okay? They're very similar. And one is worth, let's say, $1,000, okay? Now the other one that looks very much the same, almost exactly, is worth like $1, okay? Now, if I didn't know the difference, you could sell this to me and I might pay $1,000 because I think it looks like this, but really it's fool's gold or it's not real, okay? So there is these minerals or these things that they would find that would look like that they're very valuable or very expensive, but actually they were not. Sebastian, you have a question?
That is actually a dishonest way of selling stuff.
That is right. Do you think that people do that today, Sebastian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very dishonest. It's very wrong.
My dad got pranked because he was buying something and it looked really like the same, but after when he looked, it's fake. It's not real.
It's fake. And so that's where this fool's gold idiom, it's an expression in the English language that we use fool's gold as something that looks real, that looks very authentic, that looks very expensive, but yet is not. And so that's how people trick people. And yeah, my brother, he had the same thing happen. He was buying something on the internet. He was buying a phone and he thought it was real. It looked real. He thought it was the phone that he was wanting to get, but it wasn't. And so then he lost some money. So sometimes that's what happens. So here, that's what happened to Cartier too and his settlers. Okay, so first of all, what's a settler? Anybody know what a settler is? I want to see if I get anybody else that can help us out. We have Eva or Owen or Kevin. Does anybody know what a settler is? Okay, like I see some who've got their hands up. I'm trying to get other students involved too. Sebastian, what's a settler?
It's someone that settles down in a new country or place.
That's right. So let's say I lived in this island and I wanted to go all the way over to here and I'm going to live and make build a house and live here. Yeah, then I am a settler. Rex?
Immigrants.
Yes, another word can be an immigrant. So settler was a word that they used many years ago, and nowadays we will use the word immigrant. Very good. So they mean the same. Basically, they move into another country and they live there. They're not there to visit, so they're not on vacation. They're there to move and live and take their family and home and everything with them. So very good. Now, what does failure mean? Okay. So it says that he was doomed to failure. What does the word failure mean? Don't forget, if anybody wants to answer, I see that there's so many students in our class and some of them are looking like this, like this. Don't forget, we want you to join in our class and we can raise our hand or we can use our virtual hand. I see many that's got two hands up. I see you. But I just want to, Owen, what's failure?
When someone failed.
When somebody fails, right? So another word that we could use for failure is that they do not succeed. Okay, so the opposite of failure would be succeed. And then we could use like do not or don't. Okay, so like the negative in front of it. So the opposite of a failure would be someone who succeeds or a succession. So very good. Now, what about hardship? What's a hardship? Is it like a ship in the ocean that's very hard? Kevin G3, do you know what hardship is? No? Sebastian?
Is it type of like when you're sick, you have hardship? Is it type of like when you're sick?
We're getting there. Okay, so we have hardship and illness. So the sick part would be here with illness. Now a hardship could be caused by an illness. Yale, do you know what? Oh, your hand just went down. Jaden, do you know a hardship? You're on mute. You're on mute, so we can't hear you.
Difficult.
Yes, difficult. So a hardship could be something that makes it difficult for us. Okay, so imagine the winter brought hardship. Okay, so I know many of you live in China, but for those who live in Canada, sometimes our winters can be very hard because there's a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of snow. Snow. And then it's very cold. It's very, very, very cold. We get freezing rain. There's lots of things. So winter brings hardship because if there is a lot of snow or it's very cold, then it's difficult for us to get from our home, maybe to work or to school or to the grocery store because it's difficult. It's not easy. Okay, so that's what hardship is. Okay, very good. We're going to look at our third paragraph. Okay, who would like to read our third paragraph for us? So we have our third paragraph. Stephen, can you read our third paragraph?
Culture explorations past the impact on Canadian history is
significant.
In 1608,
Champlain
established a settlement in Quebec City that became
yeah,
beginning and by
the beginning
and by the middle of the
development
of Canada as a nation, settlement sprang up along the
St. Lawrence
Trans, and by the middle of the 17th century, New France was formally
established. Very good, Stephen. Thank you. Okay, very good. So we have this word twice here. Let's just remind ourselves, what does established mean? Okay, so if it says Champlain established a settlement, and then it says New France was firmly established, what does established mean? Anybody? Yale?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
What
means built.
Built, yeah, or created. Yeah, very good. Well done. So something that is established is now it has become something, like it's been created or established. And so very good. Okay, now what about development? Okay, so it says that in Quebec City, that became the beginning of the development of Canada as a nation. Okay, so what does development mean? Sebastian?
Maybe evolution.
Okay, like evolve. Okay, I like that idea. You're getting there, because evolve is like something that started here and then it maybe becomes bigger as it goes along. That is part of it. Yeah. So anybody else that could add to development? Rex?
Maybe grow.
Grow. Yes, that's the way that evolve works together with it, is in the sense that it started very small. We have Quebec City. Okay. All of a sudden, Quebec City is Canada. And then now Canada has turned into the second largest continent in the world. Part of it because how large it is, but it started with this this small city, and then it grew or developed into Canada as a nation. So very good. So that's a few of our words. Who would like to read our last paragraph that we have here? I'd like to see some other students. Eva, would you like to read that for us, please?
English and the French fought over this territory at the historic battle on the place of Abraham in Quebec City. The English under General Wolfe defeated Montcalm and the French. However, the French maintained their language, religion, and culture. Today, they continue in the struggle to protect these traditions and keep the province and Quebec a French-speaking society.
Very good. Very good. Awesome. Very well done. This should be a fairly simple word, but what does fought mean? We should know what that word means. Fought. It says the French and the English fought over this territory. Sebastian? Pardon? Yes, Sebastian?
Fight. Like
yeah. Yeah, territory. So I
went to Quebec before, and I went to the St. Lawrence River. It was huge.
It's huge, isn't it? It's crazy how big that river is.
I also went to Parliament Hill, the capital of Canada, Ottawa.
Ottawa, wonderful. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I've never been to Ottawa. I've been to Toronto and parts of Ontario around it, and I've been to Quebec, like you said, and Montreal, but I've never been to Ottawa. But I heard Parliament Hill is quite beautiful, and it's a nice, especially in the summer. I heard that it's very nice in the summer. But you're right. Yes, Sebastian?
I also speak French.
Yeah, bonjour.
Salut.
Salut. Ah, ça va bien.
Merci.
Merci. Okay, very good. Well done, Sebastian. Yes. So the English and the French were fighting, or they fought, and there's a territory. So basically, they wanted a part of land. Okay, and they're like, I want it, and they're like, no, I want it, and then they would fight. Okay, and that is the start of the new France, the beginning of Canada. Now, in lessons in the future, we're going to continue to learn more about this story, okay? But what we want to do is we want to learn the difference between a fact and an opinion, okay? So in our little box at the top that we have here, it tells us what a fact and an opinion is. Who can read our little box that says a fact in exact statement? Eva, can you do that?
Very good.
A fact is an exact statement given
in the story. An opinion is your personal point of view based on what you have read.
You have read. Because we're using have, so that's the past. So that's why we have to say read instead of read. But we could pronounce it both ways, but very good. Yes, okay, so we have a difference. And the fact is an exact statement or a true statement that has been given. Whereas an opinion is just how we feel about something. For example, I could say that a movie is scary, okay? And that's a fact. This movie is scary, okay? But I could say that I thought the movie was boring. Now that's my opinion. I feel that this movie wasn't fun or exciting or interesting. I just thought it was boring. That's my opinion. You may say something different. So a fact comes out as a statement that is absolutely true, whereas an opinion is how you feel about something. Okay, so thinking about our story that we just read, we want to place an F or an O next to the statement. For example, Canadian winters can be harsh. That is a fact. In our story, it says that Canadian winters can be harsh. Okay, now number 2. Who would like to do number 2? Jaden? Don't forget your mic. We can't hear you.
It is easier to travel in spring.
Do you think a fact or opinion?
Opinion. O.
An O. Why do you think it's an opinion?
Easier is opinion.
Right, easier. Okay, we're using that easier as an opinion. Okay. Number 3. 25 of Cartier's men died. Kevin? Kevin G3? We can't hear you. You're on mute.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. That's right. Okay. Because why?
Because it's the man dead.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was 25. We're given an exact. So it wasn't like I thought 25 of Cartier's men died. It's saying that 25 of them died. Good. Number 4. Who would like to try number 4 for us? I'm trying to see if I got hands. Sebastian?
I think 4 is opinion.
Okay, Cartier thought there were riches in the, yeah, that's his opinion.
Because thought is opinion, like he thinks that it is rich in sanguine.
That is right. Very good. So I could say I think chocolate ice cream is disgusting. That'd be my opinion. It's probably not true because I think everybody loves chocolate ice cream, but it's something that I think or that I thought, right? So it's a feeling. Very good. Number 5. Who would like to do number 5? Rex?
Opinion.
Okay, so Cartier was cruel to Donnacona. So if we went back and looked at where Donnacona was here, can we see anywhere where Cartier was cruel? So it says he kidnapped Donnacona, the Indian chief, to use as evidence. So do you think that's probably him being cruel, right? So Cartier, that would be more of fact because he did things that made that was not very nice. So he was cruel would be a fact because we look back and we see that he kidnapped her and he did that in order to try to persuade the Indian chief there. So be more of a fact because it's something that he did do. But it was a good guess. Good try. Number 6. Who would like to try number 6? Everybody's scared of number 6. So the longest one that we've got here. So Cartier wanted to prove to the king that there were riches in the Sejuani region. So what do you think? Is that what he wanted to do? How about since we don't have a lot of hands up, I see Rex just got his hand up. But what do we want to know if he wanted to prove? Okay, sorry, I moved back to the wrong spot. Okay, so can we find a place where he wanted to prove that there was that situation? So we want to know that to the king that there were riches. Does anybody find a place? Rex, did you see where it says, or do you know, is that a fact or an opinion? If we look right here in this sentence, what does it say?
Convince the king of France to support him in the search for the rich kingdom of Saladari.
Yeah, so do you think that's a fact or an opinion? You're right on the right. You said the right sound. Fact.
Fact.
Yes, because he wanted to convince. So he was trying to convince him that there was lots of money here. Let me go search. Let me go find it. So yes, that's a fact. Okay. So we're going to stop there in this part because we're going to continue on with, but this is how parts of our stories are going to be, is that we're going to get questions and answers according to our story. But we're also needing to make sure that we have time to learn some grammar as well. So first of all, we're going to look at some prepositions. Okay, so prepositions are important in creating a proper sentence. For example, he hid under the table. We can't say that he hid through the table or inside the table. That would be incorrect. That's a wrong preposition. So number 2, who would like to do number 2 for us? Anybody would like to try number 2? We had she sunbathed. Jaden?
She sunbathed in the backyard.
In the backyard, right. We can't use under the backyard or into the backyard. That would be incorrect. So that leaves us in. Very good. Number 3, Leo?
The dog ran around the yard.
Around the yard, that's right. He's in circles. He loves to do it. Circles, 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 circles around the yard. Very good. Very good. Okay. So now number 4, Rex?
The boat sailed into the river.
Okay. So if it sailed into, let's think about the boat here. Okay. And if we have a river that's here, do you think it goes right into, like it's like into the river? Or let's say if the river was like this, and this is where the boat started, okay? And if it was going down
Down.
the river, yeah,
Down.
down would be better. Very good. Because it won't go into or like into the river. So we would use it as down because it starts at one place and then it moves its way down. So very good. Yeah, good correction. So the boat sailed down the river. Very, very well done. Okay, and so that is part of our grammar points that we're going to be learning. Now, we're going to skip just for now because we got some writing that we'd like to do. This is just our first class. Normally, we'll have a little bit more time, so we're not skipping on for any purpose reasons, just so that we can learn a variety of things. Let's look at some adjectives and adverb, okay? And so first of all, can somebody tell me what an adjective is? Stephen, do you know what an adjective is? Stephen, do you know what an adjective is? Like, do you just like, have you heard of what an adjective is? Like, what kind of word is an adjective? It's okay if you don't know, just wondering.
The person, P.
It's okay if you're not sure. It's okay. Do you want to read number 1 for us?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read number 1?
On the bench belonged to the old lady.
Oh, okay. How about this number 1 down here? I'm not sure because I think you might be on a phone or an iPad. So it'd be go into
the bridge and get the lawn mower.
Good. Yeah, lawnmower. Very good. So, Kevin, what's an adjective? Don't forget your
It's a word to describe something.
Right. Describe a noun. Right. A person, place, or thing. So, for example, a big cat. Big would be our adjective.
Adjective.
No, or an ugly cat, or a scary cat, a crazy cat, fat cat, small cat, tiny cat, large cat, huge cat, ginormous. Now, an adverb. Can anybody tell me what an adverb is? Jaden?
This may be adverb.
Adverb is to describe a verb.
That's right. Very good. So if I like to run and I want to say how fast I run, I might say I run quickly. And quickly would be my adverb. Okay, so it describes a verb. Okay, quietly, loudly. So that's our adverb. So what we want to do is we have some underlined words, okay, that we have here, and we want to know if the underlined words represent an adjective or an adverb. Okay, so what we want to do, we had Stephen read number 1 for us already. Go into the garage and get the lawnmower. So into the garage, are we talking about an adjective or an adverb? Does anybody know? What are we doing here? Is this an adjective or an adverb?
Adverb.
We have a adverb. Rex?
Adverb.
Adverb. Okay, because we're describing what? Are we describing go? Okay. The players on the team, on the junior team, practice every day. So on the junior team, what are we doing here? Adjective or adverb? Yeah?
I think it is adjective.
Adjective. Okay, because we're describing a noun, right? So we have the players on the junior team. So these are the players, we're describing them. We could say the players are huge, the players are awful, the players are terrible. The players on the junior team. Okay, now let's look at our next one, number 3. The girls in the class sat in the front. So our first one, in the class. Leo?
Adjective.
Adjective, because we're describing who?
The girls.
The girls. Okay. Sat in the front. What are we doing here? Sat in the front. Adjective or adverb? Eva?
Yes, yeah, okay.
Adverb.
Adverb. Okay, very good. Because we're describing sat. So that's our action. It's our verb. Okay, very well done. Okay, so before we finish, okay, we're also going to show you that we also work on writing. Okay, so that's been our reading and our grammar points. And then we also, in our classes, in our future classes, we're going to be working on our writing, okay? So for example, we have a situation where sometimes we need to use what's called comparative or superlative adjectives. And what they do is compare two things, okay? For example, we have a horse and a zebra. Now, sometimes we could have things that are similar. For example, they have 4 legs. Okay, so that's similar. Now, sometimes we could have something that is different. Can anybody tell me what's, if you're going to compare a horse and a zebra, what's the same and what's different? Owen?
Zebras have stripes and horses doesn't.
Okay, so we've got stripes here. Okay, and there's no stripes on the other side. Jaden, anything else?
Zebra's color is black and white.
Right, we got black and white color here. Okay.
And horse's color is brown.
Yeah, they're brown. Okay, good. Kevin, do you have anything else?
I think the horse ran fast.
Okay, so we're gonna go maybe we could say faster, because I think zebras maybe run
Better
faster.
than zebra.
Yeah, so we can say that they're faster. Okay, good. Rex, do you have anything else to add? What's any comparisons? Things that are different, things that are the same?
Horse is bigger.
Okay, we're gonna go with bigger or larger. Okay, so that could be true. I don't know the full sizes. Leo?
Horse and zebra all have tails.
Okay, so tails, because some horses don't, right? Some horses, like our miniature horses, do not, or they don't have tails. So good. So that's our comparisons, okay? So when we're writing stories, okay, now we're going to use that in more of sentences, but we were just giving some of our descriptions. But in our sentences, we can say that one is larger, shorter, taller, faster, uglier, more beautiful. And depending if we're talking about 2 objects or more than 2 objects, we're going to use different types of adjectives to describe them. But very good. So that's how our class works. Okay, now there's going to be more in our class. This is shorter than usual, depending on the amount of students and the length of our class. But we would also have time for homework. So normally in our classes, we would send you guys, your parents' homework, and they'll give you some sheets and things to do. It's nothing crazy, but it is good to remind ourselves what we learn in each of our classes. So I wanted to say well done. Good job, Kevin, Leo, Owen, Eva, Jaden, Rex, Yale, Stephen, Steve, Nick, everyone that has attended to our class today. It was wonderful. You guys did fantastic. And so our classes are designed to have fun, right? We're going to have everybody involved in our class as much as possible. You're going to be able to learn some new words or phrases. We'll work on our reading skills and our writing skills. And in turn, you'll be better students of the English language. So thank you guys very, very much. Thank you for being here. You guys did fantastic. Well done.